here. I am here on this certain day. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Kim. Oh, so you had left the live yesterday when I had asked the question. So the question that I had asked last night was would you attack someone if you were in a relationship with somebody and there was another woman or another man that was not aware of you because someone never spoke on air about you? Would you attack the other person? That was the question that was asked last night on here. I know one of my viewers was like, that's kind of a tough question to answer. And they wasn't aware of my relationship. Correct. They was not aware of my relationship. They didn't know me. They didn't say that they had someone, they knew nothing. They knew nothing about you at all. Putting my phone going down. Let me get the charger. No, it's not their fault. Okay. Let's put my phone on because my phone went down. No, they do not owe me anything. I think that's what you were trying to do. I agree. Don't ask me why I did it, but I did. Can you phone brighten up? It does not. Oh, this one is not. I don't like my look today, you guys. I don't. How was your workout last night? Because I know you said you went to the gym. I think that we had a good conversation with her last night. I genuinely do think so. Nor do they owe me anything, really. Gym was productive. Good morning. Good morning. Conversation was productive too. I like when I could get on here and we got topics of conversation and everybody engages in the topics of conversation. So I don't do my clips today. For me, right? Thank you. For me, I'm more so of a You guys know, like, I'm very, very, very big on family. And I always tell people, if you want to fight for your marriage, or if you want to fight for your relationship, I would always say fight for it. You know what I mean? I think that is extremely, because I genuinely believe, in a relationship, if you really want it, I don't think that when you're trying to fix it, I think that's when it becomes a battle, because you're trying to overcome the obstacles of, probably trust barrier being broken. And that's when the real test comes in, regardless of, is this going to break us or is this going to make us? And I do believe that communication is a very big thing when it comes to that. Because if I'm not talking to you, then I don't have knowledge on what's going on with you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I definitely will always say, fight for your marriage, fight for your family. Fight for what's right. That's just how I've always been pertaining to things of that nature. And that's why I think that it's extremely important to be able to have communication in a relationship. And the biggest problem today is too many don't know the natural dance between men. And that's the thing, right? I definitely do agree. And I personally do not think that a relationship has to be hard. I do think so, however, that when you're trying to fight for it, that's when the real test comes in. I do believe that you should start a relationship how you want to finish it. That's what I've always been told. Start how you want to finish. And I believe that with everything in life. If you want to have a job, you gotta do applications. If you want to stay on a job, you gotta perform good. And I do believe that sometimes you definitely should start something how you want to finish it. And I just believe that overall in life, with everything, not just in a relationship, exactly, with full intention, because you got to give your best. And I think that's where the hurt comes in, that when you're in a relationship. Good morning, Evie. Good morning, Eric. I think that when you are in a relationship and you feel that you're giving it your all. Oh, I gotta read this. Give me 1 second. I don't like my lip. Oh, it's driving me crazy. Good morning to the Lord's lovely angel. I don't think I'm an angel, but good morning. I'm not even gonna read that. Hope you're okay and the baby is doing well. He is. You are my thoughts. Oh, you are in my thoughts, so I can see that. And prayers forever. Thank you. May God continue to bless and keep you always. Love you. Thank you. I'm scared to see what this is. Oh. Alright. Eric, that was you. I don't like this look, but thank you. I think that when you are in a relationship and when it comes to fighting for it, I feel like that's where the hurt comes in at. And I always tell people, if you feel that it's not worth your hurt, your peace, your energy no more, I would always say walk away. I would never tell a woman and or a man, fight for something that you feel that just isn't worth it anymore. But if you really love your family and if you really want to make it work, I am totally down for it. Don't take long for male nature to come. But see, that's my thing. I want to have a conversation about that. Like, I really want to have a conversation about males, right? Making it work with family is the best option. If you mean your blood relatives, sometimes that don't work. But if you claim like your husband in your marriage, I can agree. But I do. I don't want to say this and it comes off, said or not. I don't want to say this and it comes off as wrong. This is my thing. I understand male nature. I don't understand everything about it, but I do have some understanding of it. I don't think that should even be a reason why you break up your family. I don't get it. And I don't understand, if you cannot control yourself in that manner, then respectfully speaking, this is my thing. Don't waste a woman's time, because if you know that you have a high love language and you know that that's what you need, I would say don't waste a woman's time knowing that you're gonna want to step out with you. Temptation, right? Temptation is a mother, right? But I do believe that it's up to you. You know, you really gotta say to yourself, is this one person worth it? When I put in years of understanding, dedication, communication, time, and everything else pertaining to this one person, it's not. I'm sorry, but out of all due respect, one person is not worth your family. I don't agree. I just don't. You know, I don't think that has to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. There's a truth here that I really try not to speak on earlier. Why? Thank you. I just don't think that, and this is my thing, when you feel that something is missing, right? When do you feel that something is missing, or if you feel like something is missing, I do believe that it is your responsibility to go to your significant other and say, hey babe, something is missing. Like, if you guys are not having enough date nights, if you guys are not having enough communication, if you guys are not having enough intimacy, then you need to be able to go to your partner and say, hey, these are the things that I feel are missing. Can we make it work? You know, and if there's any things that you need me to work on, you know, let me know. So this is, again, this is where I say this is where the fight come in at. Noah had lobster. Noah had lobster, and I had steak and a double-sided broccoli. That's what I had for dinner. No, I bought Noah 2 lobsters. Remember when I showed y'all? On the short I created, Noah had that. Because there's very little empathy here from women, and even most men don't know why they behave this way. But that's my thing. Why step out on someone who has put all that time in, who has put all that energy in, who has given you babies, who has your last name, and what is the purpose of you stepping out when you have everything that you need right at home? I don't get it. I don't even think that it's worth it. And then you sit there, and then the woman leaves, and now you're in this beautiful home. There's no more footsteps. There's no more laughter. There's no more love. It's just empty, and it's just you. When you had everything that you wanted in the palm of your hand, and over one night, one woman that looked good, you messed it up. I don't understand. I don't think it's worth it. What is going on with these lights? You're taking it personally, and it's not. No, I'm staying for someone that is in a relationship. That's how they will feel. I mean, I personally can't take anything personal because I don't have that. And I've never had to go through that. I'm just speaking overall in general. I don't think that that's worth it. I just don't think destroying your family is worth it. I just don't. Ouch. So today I got my second job from 6 because I'm not trying to be there all day. Jesus knows I'm not trying to be. I just don't think it's worth it. Because at the end of the day, if you cannot control yourself when you're a woman and your man is not with you, something is wrong. This is one topic that is best for you to know a lot of required information to understand this truth. It's not, because it's just simple as being able to control yourself. I mean, it's literally as simple as that. It doesn't take, respectfully speaking, of rocket science to control themselves. And that's with me and a woman, you know? So if a woman can't control herself, if I was a man, I would leave. But again, that's my personal decision, and that's why I think you just say you're taking it personal, and it's not. So now I understand. But again, I'm different. You know, I move different. I feel different. I think different. That's pretty much kind of that. I do not like the way my hair is today. What was going on? What is happening with my hair today? I don't like nothing about it at all. And there's never, you know, any disrespect to nobody, of course, never. This is just my personal take. I don't like the way my hair is. I really don't. Oh, I hate when this happens. My eyes are burning. Sorry. Oh, child, my eyes were burning. And I have to respect that everybody is different. I feel like it's understanding my eye. I don't know. I definitely have to respect that everybody is different. And I understand that. I get that. I acknowledge that. I definitely do. So I never want anybody to think that, oh my goodness, she's doing shades or she's doing shots. That's never the case. So I never want anybody to feel that way. But I do think it is as simple as being able to control yourself and knowing what you have at home. So that's pretty much where I'm coming from. Why is my eye burning so bad? Is my reply. I don't think that everything has to be looked at in such a, oh my goodness, I want them because they're thicker or because they're bigger or because they're smaller. And I'm just talking about overall in general. I'm cold. My hair has to go up in a bun because I can't. I don't like what my hair is. I'm going to put a bun. My eye is burning. I don't know why. This eye is burning. We are opposites. Men can't control themselves. Men cannot control themselves. They can't. I totally disagree. Men cannot control themselves because you know how many of my guy friends I've actually lost because they have told me that they cannot be around me because they have intimate thoughts pertaining to me. Men can't control themselves. They cannot. And then I've gotten some men, y'all can't. You may be able to. Now I'm going to flip it and say pertaining to you. You may be able to control yourself in that manner. You can, but not every man can. So let me rephrase that because I don't want to put every man in that category. Some men can see something and think, I sure you look good, but I have my beautiful wife right here. And some men think, oh, sure you look good, my wife right here, but I know she's gonna believe it, and I'm gonna go cook and I'm gonna go out there shorty. So I'm not gonna say every man because there are some extremely amazing faithful men out there who I think, please say that way. But you know, certain men can and certain men can't. And I've had a few of my guy friends tell me that they can't be around me because they have intimate thoughts about me. And I'll make it very clear, I don't want you in that manner. So just no, right? And I can honestly say I respect them for telling me than me being around them and then they try something, then I feel violated. So I can respect that. It's cold. Oof. That's why I put this on. My eyes are really burning. That's crazy. I've had my eye burning. My eye is burning. So, and this is what I'm going to use, what you heard used yesterday. You know, it depends on your demeanor. You know, because some men can just be real laid back, just real chill, and just be engaging in the conversation in a woman may take it in a manner of, oh girl, he want me. No babe, he don't. That's just how he is. Or, oh girl, you see what he was looking at me? Yeah, he was looking at you the same way he looking at everybody else because you're a human being. Like everybody, I think everybody takes everybody's demeanor 9 times out of 10. I think it definitely could be wrong. You had to grab a jacket. I grabbed my sweatshirt. It's cold. So. And even like how when you were seeing people's demeanor on yesterday, right? I do believe that sometimes people can misread people's demeanor and misread their energy. I definitely do think that because you may think that somebody wants you, and baby, they don't. That's just who they are. I love tall men. I have a personal preference for men that are 6 feet, you know, because I'm a short girl. I'm only 5 feet, so I would love a man that is 6 feet and up, and that is in shape. And I love a man that has hair, right? Or if you got a fresh cut or something like that, that's my type. Tall, built, nice fresh cut. That's what I like. Or if you got a head full of hair. But I don't want a bald-headed man. I don't like bald-headed men. To me are not attractive. To me, that's just my personal preference. I think you guys are handsome, but you're just not for me. I mean, I would like them. I gotta be stronger than me because I personally would, you know. I hope nobody gets offended at what I'm saying because I just, you know, have a personal preference. That's all. I don't like short. No, that's not my. It's not for me, babe. Sorry. If you're short and big and bald, and thank you, respectfully, that's just not. That's just not for me. I like them tall, built, and hair. You know, that's just my thing. No worries about offended. Well, I gotta make sure because I don't never want somebody to get in here and say, "Oh my goodness, she tried to," you know. I just have my personal preference. That's all it is. It's burning. Oh my god. Oh my. I'm tired and cold. That's crazy. Prefer a man makes more money than me. I mean, we both can be straddling the fence. So, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Hi, Joshua. I don't know how to answer that because I would prefer a man to be able to provide for himself. Let me just put it to you like that. I don't know how to answer that because I don't. Men that make more, I feel they have a tendency to look at women who don't make much as them different. So I don't know how to really answer that question. I mean, in reality, yes, I would, but I'm not crying about it. Well, good morning, Jason. Good morning. I have a butt chin, and I can't stand it. Ugh, drives me insane. You definitely do, Joshua. You definitely do. I just would want a man that is able to provide for himself, you know, his family, you know, his kids, and his bills. You know what I'm saying? Because I would feel crazy if I had to go to a man to ask for money. I don't think that I should have to do that. Ken said, now if I was to say you need a short, weak man who makes less money than you, that would sound crazy because I hate the trash and chicken nature. This is most Mostly all women preference is nature. Good morning, good morning. Hold on. Now, if I was to say you need a short, weak man who makes less money than you, that would sound crazy because it hits attraction, trigger nature. This is mostly all women preferences nature. I'm going to need you to break that down because it sounds like you're saying that's what I need, but then it will hit a trigger attraction. But that's what all women need or prefer. So I'm like, wait, break that down for me a little bit. And I don't mean no disrespect to anybody that is short and bald, and that's just not my personal preference. I don't want somebody like that because I feel I am toned. So I like a man to be toned. You know, that's just my personal thing. It's cold as hell. I'm saying it's building in your DNA to look for these things for survival. It's worded. It's worded in what for me to find somebody that's my personal preference. And this is another thing. Me and protect and provide. Well, not really, because I'm gonna kind of shoot back to what you said, which was, if a man is all the things that you said and he can provide and protect, he's just not what a woman would personally prefer, and that's why you said it will hit the attraction trigger, because it's not what I would personally look for or what a woman would personally look for. But then again, this is where I say everybody's personal preference pertaining to what they like in a man is different, because some women could like short, bigger men that's bald-headed and he can protect and provide. You know, it's just the attraction, you know, nature, like you said. So for me, I just want different. You know, and I'm not saying he has to be a Denzel Washington, or he has to be a Michael B. Jordan, or he got to be most is a fine man, I think. Somebody else. He doesn't have to be, you know, something like that. But you have to catch my eye. You have to catch my eye just as much as I have to catch your eye. Just like someone said on here, my type has a type. You know? So it's pretty much shooting right back at him. I get it. So Ty said, yes, I know you're super beautiful. Well, I don't know if I'm super beautiful, but I do look at myself as a beautiful woman. Put it like that. And nobody ever is going to let me think any different, feel any different, or think of myself in a lower manner. You know, I think I'm a beautiful woman who has just amazing qualities. You know, I got some tweaks that can be tightened up and sometimes loosened. But other than that, you know, I'm just literally trying to live my best life. I want you to. I mean, that's pretty much it, though, to be honest with you guys. So I just don't want anybody to ever feel that you're willing to open this room makes you a lot more attractive to men. Trust me. Me and my previous thing, I don't see a previous thing on here. I only see Ty, and then I see you. And that's my whole thing. I keep telling people, this is where I say I'm not picky, right? I do have a personal preference, but I do understand my type has a type, and I do understand men's natural nature. But I will always say I am open to anything, and I am willing to be open. You know what I mean? Because again, I don't believe anybody wants to be by themselves forever. I will never believe that. So I do believe, women, they get to a certain age and they say, okay, let me lower these standards because what I want isn't coming, isn't going for me. So let me find somebody that just makes me happy. So me being willing to be open. But my thing is, certain things about me, I'm not going to bend for. Like, again, if you're short, bald-headed, and out of shape, out of all due respect, I don't want that. I don't want that for myself because I want, what I want. But, there are things that I will be like, okay, let me not be so big on that, or let me not be so big on this. So I'm definitely open to certain things. Like, I genuinely am, because at the end of the day, who wants to be forever by themselves? Or who wants to be by themselves forever? That's how I should have said it. True, my previous attraction triggers was a general statement. Your needs will become clearer, or when the world breaks up. That part. That part. I think as you get older and as you want to settle, and and I hear people all this say. I hear people say all the time, oh my goodness, don't settle. As you get older and you realize, okay, well, my standards are too high, I do need to lower them. It is either you have these high standards and what you want never comes along, or what you want has been right in front of your face all the time and you just didn't see. So you begin to lower your standards in a sense. I'm not saying everything, but I'm saying you may say, okay, I'm going to lower some things because I want to be with somebody, or I want to be happy, or I want to be, in a relationship. And the person that you never thought you could be with, because they didn't have all these check boxes, they have other check boxes that matter the most. This is where I say they can provide, they can protect, and they can check your boxes that really are important besides attraction. That you have good chemistry, you have amazing conversation, you have good energy, things of that nature. Ugh. Your 20s is when your values is the highest attracting that part. Then again, well, I don't know, because some men, they get older women and they just are like, oh my goodness, she's beautiful. I think older women, like when they gray start to come in, respectfully speaking on black women, I am just like head over heels with the beauty. Oh my goodness, this is like, ma'am, you are freaking gorgeous. Okay? So I think that as you get older, you start to say, okay, I need to relax because I'm not that young no more. So let me just start to unwind. Let me start to, unveil this box that that I have. And it's okay. It's okay. As long as in the end you're with someone who makes you happy and you want them and you are attracted to them, don't think about what nobody else says. I don't care. That's all. Just do what's best for you, for your life, for yourself, for your protection, for your mental state of mind. Just make sure that you got you. That's all. And if someone is offended at your likes and your dislikes, hell with them. Because at the end of the day, it's not for somebody else to, like I say, lay next to that person, wake up to this person, hold this person, be intimate with this person. This is for you, not for nobody else. You guys, I'm going to go because I'm actually going to go listen to music before I go to work, but I definitely will be back on here before I go to work, or when I'm going to work. So if you guys want to get back on and we can chop it up a little bit, then I'm open to it. But I think this was an amazing, conversation this morning. I stayed on for my mark, my 30-minute mark plus more. I love you guys. Stay true, stay blessed. Have an amazing Sunday, and I will be back on here when I'm going to work. Bye guys. So Ken, if you want when I'm going to work, get on there.